Good day, everybody. Do a little bass fishing here, see if we can't catch us some fish. Got one. There we go. Ha-ha. First one right there. There we go. First cast, first fish. There we go, right there. We'll take it. First cast, first fish. Love it. Awesome. Get that back in the water. Off and gone. That's a great way to start things off. First cast, first fish. Let's see if we can do that again. Come on, fishy, fishy. Ooh, ooh, had another bite right there. Oh, that was close. Wow, they are active tonight. Glad to see that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fish on. Ha ha. There we go, right there. That's the second bass. Awesome. Man, been alive for a couple minutes. Already got two. That's a small one there. We'll get that back in the water, but nice to have a couple already. Awesome. Here we go. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Doing a little bass fishing here tonight in Maine. I've already got two bass that I brought in. Had another one hit. I think this right here is like my fourth cast. Things are going good so far tonight. Well, this afternoon. Hey, how's it going? You love fishing, and I don't blame you. Me too. I've got a couple bass already. Been live for 3 minutes. So, things are going well so far. Appreciate you guys tuning in, I mean. Let's go. Hopefully we'll be able to catch a few tonight. Like I said, I got a couple so far. Oh, there we go. Here's one. Another one right here. Here we go. That makes number 3. Oh, easy, buddy. Easy. Hold on. Oh. Get him before he gets messed up. Just a second, guys. Give me just a second. There we go. There he is right there. We'll get him back in the water. Appreciate you guys. If you could double tap that screen, that would be great. That will give me a like if you double tap the screen. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you like this content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. So, things are going well so far. We're up to 3. Thank you for doing that. Nice catch. Thanks. Appreciate that, Hector. Hector, I've been live for 4.5 minutes. I've caught 3 bass already. That was a hit. Man. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right there. Right there. There we go. Another fish. Easy, buddy. Easy, 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 easy. Easy. They ain't anything huge, but boy, they're biting. That is for sure. Wow. Hoo-wee. We'll take it. Another one right there. I am fishing fishing in the state of Maine. All right. Wow. Yeah, nothing huge, but well, he's still catching a few. Yes, nothing big yet. It's like a nice day there. Raining here. I gotcha. Where you located? What state? What country? I'm like, you can't get rid of me. There you go. Okay, buddy, that's too far. Ontario, there you go. Come on, fishy, fishy. Minnesota, that's awesome. Oop, got a piece of grass on that one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Maine's the only state that's one syllable. Let's go fishy, fishy. No knock, it's a nice area. So isn't Sebago. Thank you guys for tapping that screen. Tap that screen twice and that gives a like. I'll move over here a little bit. I'm going to go this way first. I'm going to go over this way. Let's go over here. See what we can get. I'm going to use some top water here in a couple minutes. I just wanted to use the spinner first. See if I had any luck with that here. And it has not let me down. Jamie, welcome. There's an eagle over on the other side. Pretty cool. little bit of weed on the bottom there. I go fishing every weekend at the lake. That's awesome. Well, that sounds enjoyable. Glad to hear that. Come on, fishy, fishy. Boy, that sounds awesome. Okay. Sounds like a great fish. My biggest largemouth is 5.7. My biggest smallmouth was, what was it, last week, I think. Yeah, a few days ago, actually, on one of my lots. It was 3 pounds, 4 ounces of smallmouth. That's my biggest smallmouth. How deep is the lake? Not very deep. I can't remember the specs on it, but it's not very deep. There's a lot of growth in the bottom of it. When I say that, I mean like grass and stuff, or vegetation. Let's say vegetation. Let's say that. It's a beautiful area. Yes, Elizabeth, it is. It is a beautiful area up here. So peaceful too. I agree. How long you been fishing? Tonight on the live, I've been fishing almost 13 minutes on this live. I've caught either 4 or 5 bass so far. Let's go fishy, fishy. Like I said, I think I'm gonna try a topwater and see how I do. See how we can do right in those pads and over a little further. No, I mean like years. Oh, years? Jeez, I'm crow. 40, we'll say. It's funny, those other ones were right out in front there. Normally, that's one of the slower areas when I get here. It's interesting, that's where I caught him, right there in front. Yeah, this is the growth that's on the bottom a lot right there. Definitely a lot of that. Well, I mean, it shows you got 4 and 50 minutes. Well, a lot of that may have to do with them biting good tonight. That's all. I mean, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess, you know, some of it may be, you know, the lure and things like that and stuff, but I mean, they got to be active and biting too. And since then, I haven't caught any. So at least I have caught some though on the live. I'm glad of that. So if people rewatch the live, they'll at least see me catching some fish right out of the gate. I think I am going to go to Topwater and see if we can get any action in those lily pads though. I think it's worth a shot. I think I'm going to tie on a frog. See how we do with that. Give that a whirl. I have been using the MEP spinnerbait's what I've been using. I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go to this frog right here. I actually trimmed what would be the ends here off. I trimmed that down quite a bit. I didn't want them as long as what they were right out of the package, so I trimmed them back some. Sorry to hear that. All right. So I get the spinner off. Oh, I appreciate you mentioning that, Hector. Glad you like them. Yeah, my last video that I posted on here, my short. If you guys are interested, you can see how what sandworms look like. I found one of those this week and kind of show you what that looks like. And I also had at the end of it, you can actually see what they look like really up close and their teeth on them. If you're interested in that, that's pretty cool. That video, I hope it does well. My shorts haven't been doing as well as they were in the past. I'm really, really surprised. Hopefully that trend changes. These lives have been going well. I'd love to get to 26,000 subscribers soon. That would be great. Never seen, sorry. Yeah, I see that. I'm taking care of it. Thanks, Hector. What's my favorite lure? I really like the MEPS spinnerbait. I use that a lot. Like I'm not opposed right now using a frog either. I'll use like some zoom worms. I'll use some of those. I'll use Berkeley power baits, so forth. I mean, I'll use what I need to, but the spinner usually works really well for me most of the time. But I'm not opposed to using other stuff. Great question. These here are the zoom worms I have. Kind of using this bag here too to put some of my tackle in here a little bit. Pick up the spinners and stuff. What I did last time I used these worms, because they're the bigger ones, what I did is I actually took some of the worm, the tail of it off. Just kind of eyeballed it and took it off just because it was so long. All right, let's see how we do with topwater. See if we get any takers with that. And I have also with me, I also have a smaller frog as well. So we'll see how this does first. See if we get any hits with it. Oh my word, guys. Oh my word. Hold on. Hold on. I just had a huge thing jump right there. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Right there. Let me try that. See if we get any takers right here. Sorry, guys. But I want to see if I can get whatever that was to bite. That looked like a good fish right there. I tried a couple casts out there. That was awesome. You catching frogs? No. No, I'm using a frog lure. Do these bloodworms I saw in your shorts videos work exactly like night crawlers, or are they different? They are different. They're a saltwater worm. I harvest them in the tidal mudflats here in the state of Maine. Is where I harvest them. They're used primarily for saltwater fishing. Usually for striped bass, flounder, fluke, whiting, sheep's head, spot, croaker, bluefish. People use them for white perch, yellow perch, catfish, things like that. Wow, I was hoping to get a bite on that. Was a good sized fish that came out of the water right there. I'll try one more and then we'll go back over the pads. That a frog? Yes. That was a frog. No. What jumped was a fish. Come on. It's all right. I'm going to go back over in the pads. That's too bad. It's a nice fish. Thanks for the explanation. No problem. Appreciate you asking and taking interest in it. Here we go. Ooh! Oh! 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 Hold on. Oh, I got all discombobulated on that bite. Well, at least they hit it. Whew. Come here. I went to set that and it was a little too quick. What state are you in? I am in the state of Maine. I might go to that smaller frog and try that. We'll see how this does out first. But I've had a couple different bites on it. That's good. You're from New Hampshire. That's awesome. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in to live. No, it's not a fishing simulator. No, this is the real deal. Going for bass and pickerel. going for bass. I've caught either 4 or 5 so far on the live. It was right in the beginning when I first started. It was bang, bang, bang. Got him right away. Now we've got a little slow patch here. And I caught him on a spinnerbait in the beginning. Saw him catch a smallie. Nice little guy. Was released back. Actually, it was a largemouth. No smallmouth in here. All largemouth. But I appreciate you saying you saw me. I'm already tired of your short shots. You wouldn't show me the sky. That's why I don't need you. Boy, there's a lot of them in here today, ain't there? I also might try one of those worms as well. Just see how things go here. I'm going to go up the other way. I'm going to make 1 or 2 casts on the outside here. See if we get any takers on the outside of these pads a little. See how this goes. Here we go. Take it, take it, take it. There we go. Here we go. Fish on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Quick release. Hold on. He's hung up. Get out of there. There we go. Now he's going. Whoo! There we go. Well, we had him. I would say he hooked himself fairly well. Pulled him right around, did what he was supposed to. Awesome. We'll take it. I have become a true believer of these frogs right here. I've done well on them the last few times I've used them. There we go. Get him all rigged back up. How big was he? I would say probably around less than 12 inches. Say around 11, 12, yeah, 10 to 12. Not real big. I have caught real nice fish in here. Oh, nice one just jumped right there. I'm glad they're getting active. That's awesome. It's got me encouraged. I do have a whopper plopper as well. I thought about using that. Large potential, yes. What was it? Largemouth. All largemouth here, Hector. There is trout. I have caught trout in here before, but it's no smallmouth in here. And I've never caught a pickerel here, so. Go right out here in this way. Pull through these pads here. See what we might get. Any takers. We shall see. Come on, fishy, fishy. Have you used spooks? No. Not that I'm aware of. I don't remember anyway, using any. Before I go to a different lure, I'm going to walk over on the other side here and try it. Of where I began. And just see how I do over there with the frog. Like I said, I do have a smaller frog as well I could use. I do have a whopper plopper with me, and I've got those worms, so we have potential to switch things up. Been on live for a half hour. Feel free to share the live, guys. And if you're not following, if I've earned your subscribe, that'd be great. Hit that subscribe button. Try some casts over here. See if we get any takers up this way. My PB is on a whopper plopper. That's awesome. What's your PB? And is it smallmouth, largemouth? What was it? Just curious. Mine here, my personal best on largemouth is 5.7. And I just got my personal best smallmouth last week. It was 3.4. I'm a beginner. I don't have a PB. Wow. Anything you have that you've caught's a PB then. As long as you get a chance to go fishing, that's all that matters. That's the key. You gotta just put the time in. Get out of there. Come on. Get out of there. There. You're out of there. Take it. Nope. Oh. He hit it. Wouldn't commit to it though. There we go. Trying to keep that out of them reeds there if I can. Sometimes that can be a bugger. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight. Taking time out of your day to be here. It's awesome. Alright. I'm gonna walk up around here a little ways. Bear with me. Go through the woods here and walk up around a little ways, and we'll fish a little further down that shore that way. Towards them lily pads and stuff. See what we can catch. Make our way down there. Just went out by the stream here in Pennsylvania a few times. Caught a few small rainbow trout on night crawlers. Still trying to wrap my head around the whole concept of multiple lures and baits. Well, just experimentation really. Make sure you're allowed to use what you're using in whatever particular area you are. Be familiar with the laws, rules, and regulations is the first thing. And then after that, once you figure out what you can and can't use and where you can go, it's just trial and error. If you have a specific species or a specific area you want to fish, you could try looking at potentially YouTube videos and stuff of people who've caught them and maybe have fished the area. And that may be able to help you narrow down what to use and how to target things. Just a suggestion, that's what I would do. But time and repetition is the key. Timing, time of year, and all that has a lot to do with it. Here we go. I'll just try to cast the 2 right here with the, I'll step right over here and try it with the frog, and then I'll move down a little. I'm going to try to cast the 2 right here first. Bear with me as I get through this maze of junk. Here we go. There we go. Do you have a boat? No, I don't use a boat. No, I just shore fish pretty much. No boat, canoe, kayaks, nothing. Not opposed to it, but I don't have any. Maybe someday. But this current time, I do not. Spooks are hard to use because of the repetition at first. Yeah, I got you. Good explanation, thanks. Just wanted to target these at a different angle in this particular spot. There we go. See how we do here. There we go. All right, I'm going to move down a little bit where I normally fish right in this spot and see what we can do. Mickey, my PB is 9 pounds, 0.03. That's awesome. Mine's 5.7 on a largemouth. I think the state record here in Maine is only like 11 pounds. Well, I ain't saying just only, but I mean compared to like southern states and stuff, where the fish get a lot bigger. That's it's not a huge fish compared to some that you hear of. Do you Texas rig finesse worms? I'm in North Carolina. There you go. It's awesome. I'll try a couple casts with this, and I will probably be going to a worm. Or I may even go back to the spinner, I'm not sure yet. Kind of get a feel for what's going on here first. Just wondering what that was. That was a bird. Oh, a duck, I guess. No, kingfisher. Or it looked like one anyway. Yes, largemouth, and caught a 7.15 the same day. Pre-spawn right before going on to bed. Black and blue jack hammer. That's awesome. All right. Gotta go. Best of luck. Yes, you too, Hector. Take care. What action rod are you using for your frog? This here is a medium power fast action. 7-foot St. Croix Triumph. This is basically the rod that I use every day. No matter what I'm using. I don't have a ton of rods or a ton of stuff I fished with for rods. So at one time I had another St. Croix. I ended up breaking it. But these St. Croix have treated me pretty good. I'm going to try a couple casts over in this direction. If I don't get any hits on it, I'm going to the worm. I'll try that. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. I see those. Come on, fishy, fishy. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Appreciate the support. All right. I am going to go to the worm, I think. I'm going to modify that best I can to meet my needs here and give that a whirl. Bear with me just a second. I got to get all my junk out to do it. I'm going to be taking this worm off. I'm going to go to one of these. I mean my frog off and going to one of these worms. That's the plan. That's the hooks I'm going to be using. You know there's bass in that grass. There you go. Plenty of bass in the pond here. Top 5 so far tonight. What knot do you use? I like a uni knot. I'm using a fisherman's knot. That's all I'm going to do. Wrap around 7 times, loop it through, and that's what I'm using. I've used a is it Palomar knot? Palomar, whatever they call it. I've used that in the past as well. Yeah, I just call it a fisherman's knot. Basically just wrapping it around. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this around 7 times. Right like this. Put it through on the bottom, then pull it back through. Put it through this loop here on the bottom. Hold on, that just caught my finger. Put it through right here. I know it's kind of hard on this to see, but put it through right there. Then put it back through the top loop up here. Cinch it best I can. Hold on, because I'm trying to show you and see at the same time. My eyes ain't the best. Sorry about that. Apologize. There you go. Cinch it like that right there. Pull it down onto the top of the hook, and you're good to go. Get this clipped off here. Just a second. That's what it looks like when it's cinched down. I don't know if you can see that very good, but that's what it. Oh, I had it there for a second. There you go. Right like. Well, I apologize, guys, but you get the concept of it. Maybe that's better, right like that. Hope you're slamming them today. Yes, it's been good. Kyle? Peace from Rhode Island. Appreciate that. No, I've caught 5 bass so far tonight. It's been good so far. I mean, they're not nothing big, but I have been catching a few. Palmer not your favorite? Yeah, a lot of people use it. A lot of friends of mine use that. I guess it's what you come comfortable with. When you like anything. Yeah, these here, these zoom worms I get. These are the red shad. They're the Super Salt Plus, old monster ones. I'm going to actually take some of this off. The worm is just way too big for what I want to use here. So I'm actually going to take some off the top. I'm actually breaking part of the top off to bring that down some. And I'm going to actually take some off the tail as well. Just because of the length, I'm not looking for it that long here. Just basically modifying it for what I'm using. Anywhere near Sebago Lake? No, I'm actually in eastern Maine. What a day for it. Yeah, it's beautiful. People down here in Tennessee don't realize how good the bass fishing is up in Maine. I drag my boat up there every year. Yeah, Bruce, it's good. And go to the Penobscot. I fish the Penobscot River a lot. A lot. I actually caught my PB off the Penobscot on the Passadumkeag River, Bruce, a few days ago. I'm going to try breaking that off right there. So I broke off that much of the tail as well on this worm. This is what I'm going to have left. I'll show you. So there is still going to be some paddle to it. But this right here is basically the size I'm using today. It's easier for me with the size fish that are in here, and there's plenty of action on that tail. Well, there should be, I'll say. Put this on and get at it. See if I can't catch fish. That's the key, I guess. Push this on. Get it up towards the top. There we go. Put that in there. Cinch it so I can get it through the weeds. That's how I get it rigged, just like that. See what happens. Penobscot, how do you spell that? Let's see. He has it right in the bottom of Bruce's comment. Has it? Penobscot. That's the last word in his comment. In Bruce's comment, you'll see how to spell it. It's a really good river for smallmouth fishing. There we go. First bite on the worm right there. Take it, bud. Take it. Take it. Here we go. Fish on. Went to the worm. We got a taker already. Nothing huge, but we'll take it. Small one. But we got him. We got him. It's just a little one, but that's all right. We'll take it. Thanks. Next time I'm in Maine, I'll check it out. My family always visits Sebago Lake. Yeah, Penobscot from Sebago is going to probably be about 2.5 hour ride, I'd guess, somewhere in there. Yeah, probably 2.5 hours. Because from my area to from where I am to Sebago is probably 3:15, probably 3 to 3:15, somewhere in there. But again, where I do just shore fishing, you know, I'm sure there's areas too shore fish up there in Sebago, but definitely need a boat, canoe, something, kayak at some point. Oh, next one just jumped over on the other side. Oh, another one just jumped up in there. Nice to see him getting active. That's awesome. Come on, fishy, fishy. Appreciate you guys spending. Oh, take it, bud. Oh, oh, hopefully I can get that back. I'm up in a tree, guys. I'm up in 2 trees, actually. Jesus, girl. Get down there. Come on. You've got to be joking me. Just a second, guys. How bad is that? Oh, it's on hold. Let me see if I can get this. Hold on, guys. It's all right. It's over on the other side. I don't want to lose it. I'll just retie it. I'm glad I didn't go with a heavier braid. I'd been in a mess. Just a second. Let me see if I can get that. Should be able to. Right there. There we go. There. Well, I got it back. That's all that matters. I'll just retie that and we'll get back at it. Whew. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that one to be right there in front of me. Basically right where I was standing. That's cool. Nice to see the fish coming alive here tonight. Looks like you're doing real good and having fun. Oh, I am, Bruce. We still got 4 hours of daylight down here in Tennessee. So it's time to put this boat in and get ready for the tournament. Well, what tournament you doing? Is it just a regular one? Is it a bass tournament? You know, like a club? One of the content creators from around my area. You guys may follow him on YouTube. Jacob Knowles, he lobster fishes here out of Winter Harbor, the next town over from here, from where I am, and he actually was out at the fishing tournament, and not as a fisherman, but just out there, and I got to watch some of that this past week in Saginaw. Did some different things with the Clash. I think that's what it was called. The fishing app, the Fishing Clash app thing. Thought that was kind of neat. Just a bunch of guys who throw 50. Oh, yeah, okay. Awesome. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'd love to go. And the reason I even mentioned him, you know, at the tournament there, I'd love to be able to get to one of those tournaments. You mentioned the bass tournament there, and I got thinking of that. I'd love to go watch one of the bass tournaments, kind of be like a spectator at the weigh-ins and stuff. I think that'd be so cool. The MLF has some awful cool events. I'd love to check it out someday. Ooh. Sorry guys, almost hooked myself right then tying that knot. There we go. Sorry for the mess up here in the trees, guys. Tried to set that hook and had other plans, I guess. Okay. Well, I wish you the best, Bruce. Hopefully you guys have a good time and you do well. You have a great evening too, Bruce. Here we go. Back in business. Sorry for the delay there. Whew. Finally. There we go. Back at it. Okay. There we go. There we are. All right, let's see what we can do here. I think we're good. Nope. What the heck did I do now? Oh, no. Oh, no. Not good at all. Well, you have to bear with me, guys. I got a mess. There we go. That's better. There. Phew, we're back in business. Thank you, and I'm subscribed to your channel now. Appreciate that, Bruce. Oh, hit that notification bell, Bruce. That way there, you'll see me next time I go live. I'm going to try to do these lives as much as I can this summer when I have service and stuff, just to try to get my hours up to get monetized here on YouTube. Not to say I won't still do them, but, you know, I'm just really trying to get those hours up to get monetized. So I really appreciate all the support. Here we go. Take it, bud, if you want. One just hit right there. I don't know if you'll take it or not now. Maybe not. Nope. It's all right. Did have another one bite. That's awesome. Come on, fishy, fishy. Come on, get out of there. You won't mess with that. Reset my worm here. Some of these lily pads that will drift right through and not hang up at all. Other ones, you could have a lone lily pad and it can seem to hang right up on it. I don't know what it is. Some strange. Kind of baffles me a little. Really. Let's go fishy fishy. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in tonight. Took time out of their evening to watch live. It's been awesome. At least we was able to catch a few fish tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. Make a couple more casts. We might not be able to get a take or two. We got weed. Hold on. I cut a weed right out of the gate. Just so much junk in here. Does make it hard sometimes. There we go. Right out there. Here we go. Ooh, no, missed him. Darn it. Thought I had him. Well, guys, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I hope you all have a great evening. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you next live. Appreciate you tuning in. Jumped right there. That's awesome. All right, guys, have a great evening.